Hey everyone, welcome back to another Mattel Jurassic World review. Today we're taking a look at the new Dino Escape Yaz and Velociraptor Blue. I'm so happy that we're finally getting more campers for our Camp Cretaceous collection. Right now we only have three of the campers, Darius, Kenji, and now Yaz. Ben is coming out in a future set with Bumpy that should be available sometime in October. Right now there's no plans for a Sammy or Brooklyn, but I'm sure they are planned for the future. There's nothing revealed yet. But for some reason, we're getting three different sets with Darius this year. I'm sure those two campers could easily replace Darius in those sets because, unfortunately, I won't be picking up those sets because I don't need another T-Rex blue or like three more Darius. But I'm really happy that we have Yaz, and she looks great in the packaging. As you can see, Yaz is repackaged with Mattel's 500 blue figure. I've been really good over the years of collecting this line, avoiding blue. I think this is the only third version of blue in my collection. Like I said, I've been really good avoiding it. I try my hardest not to buy anything that's included with him because I really only need one in my collection, and that is the battle damage one, which I still believe is the best version of blue ever made from Mattel. Yaz comes with that faulted compass that will probably take the campers to Isla Sorna for Season 4, as well as a couple of compies. Those were originally packed with the Legacy Collection human figures, and those are always a cool addition. You can't have enough compies. They're really fun to, clip onto your figures and make them look like they're getting mauled by those little green menaces. So let's go over the packaging really quick before we crack Yaz open. You got the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous logo up here, Toro the Carnotaurus, Darius, the new Dino Escape logo. You got the busted up paddock fencing in the background, and turn the figure around. You get a picture of Blue, Yaz, and the compies. It shows that it comes with the compass. And down here in the corner is the other story pack that comes packaged with Darius, with the green Gallimimus. I think that's a Bumpy Hatchet from the egg, and the Raptor Resonating Chamber. I really want to get that Raptor Resonating Chamber, but I just can't bring myself to add another Darius to my collection. Oh well. So that will do it for the packaging. Let's crack Yaz and our 800 blue open and take a closer look. Alright, let's have a nice 360-degree view of the set. I'm really glad Mattel is bringing back human figures. They've been gone for far too long. When they first got the line around Fallen Kingdom, the human figures clogged the shelves for a while. They made maybe just a few too many own figures. The legacy figures sold pretty well. But then they kind of went away for a while, and now we're finally getting humans back, and I'm just glad that they're packaging them with dinosaurs. I think they'll sell much better this way. It's nice that we're actually getting more campers. Yaz looks fantastic. She looks just like her CGI model. She comes with the compass accessory. If you watch the end of Season 3, you find out that compass is a little bit faulty. Get a couple compies, and of course, we get another blue figure rammed down our throats. There's been so many versions of blue that he has to show up everywhere, and personally, that kind of makes me sick of the character, and really didn't need another blue. I wish she came with another dinosaur, maybe a different colored Monolophosaurus. I know there's a Kenji coming out with a scooter and a mono, and it would have been nice to get a different color Monolophosaurus because in the show they were all different colors. But it is what it is. We are stuck with another blue. But other than that, I think Yaz looks great. She's the whole reason you're going to get this set. You're definitely not getting it for another blue. So let's just do a couple quick measurements. Blue, if you measure her along the curve of the tail, is just about 7 inches long and just a hair over 3 inches tall. Blue in the films is around 13 feet long, so I'll put this figure in the 122 scale range. Yaz is your standard 3 3/4 inch figure size. So let's first take a look at Blue. I'll get her out of the way really quickly because I'm sure really no one's interested in the 500 version of this attack pack. It's the standard attack pack Raptor mold that we've been seeing since the beginning of the line. But I'll say one thing, this Blue is painted a lot better than some of the other attack pack versions. You have some white trim along the blue stripe. Usually Mattel is just kind of lazy. It was just standard blue. You have the underside of the stomach is painted in. And since we have the figure turned over, here is the scan code for those who want to scan it into the Fax app. And one major thing, the toe claws are actually painted. You never see that on Attack Pack Raptors. That's pretty nice. And of course, we have the standard issue Mattel misprinted eye. So that is it for Blue. I'm not going to waste any more time with that. So banish to the bin with you. And now on to the main reason why you're going to pick up the set. Here is Yaz, and I think she turned out really, really nice. She looks just like how she appeared in Camp Cretaceous. A nicely sculpted figure. That is a great likeness on her. Her eyes are printed correctly. I've heard a couple people have gotten the eyes are a little bit crooked, but they turned out really nice on mine. You can see her ponytail is nicely sculpted. I do have one major paint blemish, so the figure, the torso is cast in light gray plastic, and her neck is painted. You can see some of that paint kind of dripped down onto the gray, but I can easily touch it up. It's not a big deal, but it's kind of unfortunate to see such a big glob of paint like that. And then going down to her clothes, you can see they're nicely sculpted. You got some dark gray trim up here. Going down to her pink shirt, her dark gray pants with nice light gray and pink trim. Her legs are painted, and then you switch. Sorry, this part's painted. This stuff is cast in flesh color, and you can see she comes with the little compass that was a big part of season 3, and it easily grips in her hand. And let's turn around and look at the back. Same thing, some nice trim on the back. You got some more of that purple and light gray on her shorts. So yeah, really happy how Yaz turned out. So let's just go over articulation quick on her, and let's just take the compass out of her hand. Her head can turn side to side. It is on a ball joint. It can look up a little bit. It can look down just a tiny bit. Arm can move up, rotate 360 degrees. You get just about 90 degrees of bend at the elbows, and they're also on a swivel joint, so you can spin those 360 degrees. She does come with a waist swivel. Can't talk today. And she can do the full splits. Her legs can move forwards that far, and they can move back about that far before it hits the back of her butt. And then for her knees, you get about 90 degrees of bend, and they are also on the swivel. You can rotate those for posability issues. So yeah, standard articulation, but it does work well for the size of these figures. As I almost have my light come crashing down on her. It would be nice if we kind of get like vintage series version of Mattel figures, like 3 3/4 inch with extra articulation. I kind of highly doubt that would happen because Mattel has the Amber collection, but it would really be nice in the future if we got some of these figures with extra articulation. And she does come with 2 compy accessories. Both figures are exactly the same. It would have been nice if we got like 2 different ones, because there are a few versions of the compies that came originally packaged with the Legacy Collection humans, but they easily clip onto her legs. This molded style of the compies fits much better on the character's legs, so it can look like she's getting mauled by a pack of compies. So yeah, really love these little compy accessories. Cannot get enough of them. I love having a whole herd of these just to pile on my figures. Maybe one day Mattel will do the Lost World figures, and I can just use those compies for their true purpose to cover a Dieter figure in compies. That is a dream of mine. All right, let's move on with comparisons. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, we got Blue. So here's her Blue. Had to dig them out of the bin. And here it is with the Battle Damaged Blue, which I think is the best Blue figure ever made. Actually, I think it's the best Raptor mold that Mattel has put out. It is much better looking, has much better articulation. Plus, you have that fun battle damage feature on the side. I think it's still a pretty cheap figure to track down on eBay, because he did pop up in a lot of waves of the battle damage line. So if you're looking for one, definitely grab one now while they're cheap. And here's my other Blue figure. This one came packaged with that Ceratosaurus 3-pack that came with another version of Charlie. That was that Walmart exclusive. And you can see on this one right here, it is painted not as good as the one that came with Yaz. Yaz is definitely far superior in paint quality. It's very similar to the battle damage one. You can see there is no outline on the blue stripe, and the toe claws aren't painted, and no paint on the belly. So yeah, definitely a step up from what we used to get for the Attack Pack Blues. And next up, here it is with the Danger Pack Scorpius Rex. And here it is with the new Mega Destroyers Stegosaurus. And next up is the Roar Attack Ceratosaurus. And here it is with the Mega Destroyer Carcharodontosaurus. And here it is with the Legacy Collection Rexy. This is the one that came with the Ford Explorer. And lastly, here is Yaz with her fellow campers, Kenji and Darius. We're slowly getting there. We still need 3 more campers. I know we're getting Ben. He's coming out in a set with Bumpy, I think in like another month or so. Still no signs of Brooklyn or Sammy yet, but I'm sure they are planned. And I can't wait to complete the camper set. I think these figures are turning out great. The only one I kind of wish they would redo a little bit is Darius. I hope he gets a better head sculpt down the line, because he really doesn't look like how he should in Camp Cretaceous, and just do him in his white t-shirt, because he only wore that yellow coat, I think, for like one episode, so hopefully Darius gets a slight update sometime in the near future. But other than that, I think these Camp Cretaceous human figures are turning out great from Mattel. So, final thoughts on this set. I'm really happy with it. You know, obviously the main reason I got it is for Yaz. I could care less about the blue figure. And I think the Yaz figure turned out great, and I'm really happy that Mattel is going back to human figures and the packaging with dinosaurs. I think that's a good combo. They should have done that from the start, but they didn't. So we'll see what happens when Dominion rolls around, if they're going to keep packaging humans with dinosaurs, or maybe they'll go back to just single pack humans, because it will be a movie year and it's a whole different market once that happens. This year is kind of a weird year because Dominion got pushed back. I like how each of the campers in these sets are coming with a little accessory from the show, like how she came with the compass, and the extra compies are a nice bonus. So yeah, all around, I am really happy with this set. And like I said early in the review, you can order this set from either Amazon or Target. I'll leave a link to both those sites down below in the description. So that would do it for the review. I'm still hunting for some more Jurassic World stuff. The only thing I'm looking for is Bumpy. I gotta get Bumpy. I know I was complaining about the Roar Attack switch on the dinosaur. I wasn't gonna pick up too many of them, but I need an adult Bumpy for my Camp Cretaceous collection, so I'm still trying to track one of those down. And then still looking for the wild packs. Still looking for that Zuni Ceratops. So once I track down those figures, be on the lookout for those reviews. I have a bunch of PNSO stuff coming in, so I should have some reviews up for that stuff once it comes in, probably sometime next week. And as always, if you're enjoying the content on this channel, show your support by hitting that subscription button just below the video. Each subscription helps out the channel tremendously and is greatly appreciated. And I'll see you guys for the next one.